Welcome. Welcome to Hope Sings with Love. I'm Martha Gallagher, and this is Hope, the orphan harp. And I'll tell you more about her later, but for now, I'm just feeling these are really strange times that we're in, and I'm hearing from around me and within me this danger of losing hope, of hatred instead of love. And it just seemed to me the right and good and beautiful thing to do to offer a gathering, a virtual gathering, where we can come together around hope and love through music, through stories, through poetry. And I'd love to start with music, because music has the power to open our heart, to calm our bodies and our minds, to soothe our souls, as do stories and the language of poetry and centering practices. So I'd love to start with a prayer for the music. May the music touch the spirit that hears it. May the music heal the soul that feels it. Let the darkness flee before the music. May the music fill the heart with joy and love. May the music touch the spirit that hears it. May the music heal the soul that feels it. Let the darkness flee before the music. May the music fill the heart with joy, hope, compassion, and love. May the music. Thank you. It's interesting that even as I'm doing this, I haven't even come to settle into my own heart as to whether this is a concert performance or a ceremony. And what I've come to now is it feels like it's an interweaving of the two. Not a performance as in I do and you listen, but a synergistic exchange. Also ceremony. Ceremony around love and hope. So I invite you, if you have a candle and you'd like to light it as part of a ceremony of being together, I invite you to do that. And I had come across this beautiful quote that comes from, well, almost probably 80 years ago, from a girl. A girl whose words are remembered to this day, remembered, celebrated, and hopefully heeded. Anne Frank. She says about the candlelight. She says, look at how a single candle can both defy and define the darkness. I'm going to invite us into, maybe I'll hold the candle, invite us into an opening centering meditation. And I'm going to be using words from Stephen Charleston, who is a citizen of the Choctaw people and a retired Episcopal priest. He has beautiful, beautiful writings out there. And we'll be listening to some music because I'd like to be here with this candle. And so I'll have some music play that comes from a contemplative music series I offer called Just a Moment Music. So let us drop into this time and space where we are virtually together. with or without candle. Imagine a light in your heart. And breathing in and breathing out. The receiving and giving. Breathing in the beauty and chaos of the world and breathing out our beauty and chaos. Stephen writes, hope makes room for love. Hope makes room for love in the world. We can all share it. We can all believe in it, even if we are radically different in every other way. We no longer need to fear our differences because we have common ground. We can hope together. Therefore, hope liberates us. It frees us from the fear of the other. It opens our eyes to see love all around us. It unites us and breaks our isolation. When we decide to embrace hope, when we choose to make our goal and our message hope, we release a flow of energy that cannot be overcome. Hope is a light that darkness cannot contain, ever. Beautiful. So as I mentioned at the opening, this is Hope. And she's known as the orphan harp because she's made of what the harp maker called orphan pieces. So they're all different kinds of woods. We have maple, bubinga, black walnut. And normally a harp maker would make their harps out of one piece of wood, one tree, having the same grain, the same color, and the same reaction to sound waves. But many years ago, I was out on the West Coast, and I had the chance to go to the Dusty Strings harp workshop, which is quite large and fascinating. And I saw this whole rack of pieces, and when I asked what they were, they told me they were orphan pieces. And I just knew right then and there that I wanted a harp made of orphan pieces. So they made me one. And when they sent it to me, I just threw the ether. I felt she was coming to me, and she had a name, and her name was Hope. Last summer, Hope shattered. It happens. But it is unusual. Glue joint gave way. The pressure from the frame, the very solid frame, the strings, the twist, shredded, tore, and shattered her. And I was pretty shattered. And I thought it was a really kind of interesting synchronicity with what was going on in the world, where so many hopes were being shattered. And I'm so grateful that Ray and Sue Moores and their really wonderful team of craftspeople at Dusty Strings resurrected, rebuilt, renovated hope, restored hope. And this is Hope's Delight. and starting its restoration. Gentle hope. A hope that's waiting. I was talking with a friend yesterday, and we're working on pulling together a grief gathering in our area. And one of the things that she said, which really stuck with me, so I wanted to share it with you here, was that she said, we're just not built to navigate from shock. And that's what's happening right now, shock. We want to be or become the people that this world needs. And to do this, we are not only, I'll say, responsible for taking care of others, but also taking care of ourselves. And in this beautiful centering practice, we can do literally in the same breath both things at once. This is a breath prayer of love. And you can do it every day. You can do it many times a day. You just do it once. We're taking in 5 breaths of love. And a breath prayer, when we breathe in, we're breathing in one thing. It could be as simple as, I breathe in hope and I breathe out love. And you can have that cycle going. You could be, I breathe in love and release hate. And in this case, I'm going to invite you into one that's breathing for ourselves, love for ourselves, and love for those around us. And as I say it, I'll say, myself. And then as you repeat it to yourself, you will be saying, myself, speaking to you. Breathing in, I breathe in love for myself. Breathing out, I breathe out love for my family. Breathing in, I breathe in love for myself. Breathing out, I breathe out love for my friends. Breathing in, I breathe in love for myself. Breathing out, I breathe out love to my neighbors. Breathing in, I breathe in love for myself. Breathing out, I breathe out love to my coworkers, to my peers. Breathing in, I breathe in love for myself. Breathing out, I breathe out love for all creation. Let's just be in that for a moment. Beautiful. I like to begin my mornings when I rise and come downstairs and bless my home, bless the plants I've still managed to keep alive through the winter, and bless my harp. And one of the ways that I bless Hope is just by stepping up to her and putting my hands on and just letting whatever notes come out in that moment come through. And the other day, something really beautiful came through. And I know it was tied to what had happened the night before. I was with some friends and we were talking about the way things are. And one of them said, you know, I just feel like the tears are right here. She said, last night I was doing my yoga and suddenly I was just weeping. And our other friend said, the same thing happened to me. I was reading a text from a family member and suddenly I just started crying. And I think for many of us, the tears are right here. And this song that came out, which sometimes when I put my hands on Hope in the morning, it's notes that don't seem to be leading into something other than what they are in that moment. And I love that as much as I love the ones that seem to lead into a song. I call this Lullaby for a Tender Heart. Tender heart. You know, part of to me wrapping myself in something like hope and love is to embody it as well. And it might be through dance, which I didn't think I would add as an element this evening, but you are welcome to, in your space, move and dance if you are called to that. but I mean through singing and singing together. And I know virtually it's not ideal. And yet, we can't always hear. We can't hear all the vibrations of all the voices that might be singing together, but those vibrations are going out into the world nonetheless. And I just remember this beautiful story my daughter had told me, something she remembered from a long time ago, about the story about dropping the pebble in the pond. And of course, we've probably all heard that, the idea of you drop the pebble in and the ripples go out. But the idea, what my daughter was sharing, was that even when the ripples stop, the pond is forever changed, because now there is a pebble in it that wasn't there before. So singing together is like dropping that pebble into the pond, sending out the vibrations and being there even when those particular vibrations have stilled. This song is one that I grew up singing. You may have as well. And I loved it. I loved it. And I still do love it. It's why I'm doing it. And I still think it's very, very relevant. Now, I will say I've heard it dissed by people who perhaps they don't get what it is. They don't get its unifying power. Or they diss it because they do get the incredible unifying power, not only of singing together, but singing this song together. Kumbaya, come by here. And I sometimes change words of songs, but they just happen organically for me. And in this song, there's the word Lord, which suddenly one day out of my mouth, instead of Lord, which was, how I learned it, so it seemed natural, suddenly instead came out love, even beloved. And so I invite you to sing it however you wish. And as one of my friends who's in a ministry says, the divine is in the mumbles. So mumble whatever it is your heart invites you to. I also have a tendency to change verses. So just jump in. We'll go with the mumbles. Kumbaya, my love. Kumbaya. Kumbaya, my love. Kumbaya. Kumbaya, my love. Kumbaya. Oh, love, kumbaya. Oh, love, come by here. Oh, we need you. Surround us with your love. Give us hope. Someone's crying, my love, kumbaya. Someone's crying, my love, kumbaya. Someone's crying, my love, kumbaya. Oh, love, kumbaya. Oh, beloved, come by here. Someone needs hope, my love, come by here. Someone needs hope, my love, come by here. Someone needs hope, my love, come by here. Oh, beloved, come by here. Oh, beloved, come by here. come by here. Someone needs love, my beloved, come by here. Someone needs love, beloved, come by here. Oh, my love, come by here. Oh, my love, come by here. Kumbaya, my love, kumbaya. Kumbaya, my love, kumbaya. Kumbaya, beloved, kumbaya. Oh, beloved, kumbaya. Oh, beloved, kumbaya. Oh, beloved. Be with us. Give us hope. Give us hearts of love. Come by here. I just love that song. Thank you. Hope it was nourishing for you to sing that as well. This reading I'd love to share with you is another one from Stephen Charleston. It's from his beautiful book called Spirit Wheel, Meditations from an Indigenous Elder. Once, in Alaska, long ago on a winter night, darker than any darkness I've known, the light I carried failed. And I was alone with that most ancient fear, the one that haunted us before there was fire. Disoriented, I knew that if I walked the wrong way, I might go on walking forever. Wearing the night like a shroud, I prayed to the icy wind, sent out streamers of breath like a lifeline. And then I saw a light, a single light, a cabin light just beyond the trees. The Spirit is in the light that comes to us when we need it most. The ancient light that calms our fear. The hope as old as fire. I am sending you light to heal you, to hold you. Sending you light to hold you in love. I am sending you light to heal you, to hold you. Sending you light to hold you in love. I am sending you light to heal you, to hold you. Sending you light to hold you in love. Chorus of a beautiful song from Melanie DeMore. And what gathering around hope would be complete without this beautiful poem from Emily Dickinson? Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could abash the little bird that kept so many warm. I've heard it in the chillest land. I've heard it in the chillest land and on the strangest sea. Yet never in extremity it asked a crumb of me. Be like the bird who, halting in her flight, on a limb too slight, feels it give way beneath her, yet sings, sings, knowing she hath wings, yet sings, sings, knowing she hath wings. As I've done in many of my concerts in recent years, both virtual and in person, it's time to do a little poetry creation together. And it's a very special form of poetry called Decas, D-E-K-A-A-Z, a form of poetry created by Rachel Bagby. And she says it's deck because there's 10 syllables, and as because it's word jazz. And I love it. It's somewhat like haiku, only to me a little simpler, and really, it really speaks to me. I'm totally addicted to it. And decas, the form has 3 lines. And the first line has 2 syllables. The second line has 3 syllables. And the third line has 5 syllables. So 10 syllables total. And oftentimes, if you write it out centered on a page, when you do this, it makes like a triangle or pyramid. And I just created a couple to give you a sample, and then I'm just going to play you some music, and you can write some of your own decas around hope and love if you'd like to, and if not, you can just enjoy the music. So the first decas that I created to share with you is first 2 syllables, my hope, then 3 syllables, and my love, 5 syllables, live strong in my heart. So it's my hope and my love live strong in my heart. My fire that burns is hope and love combined. So I'm just going to play you some music and give you, a couple minutes maybe, and go to town. I mean, you can write one, you can just write 3 lines, or you can write reams if you want to. Go for it. And then I would invite you to share them in the chat if you would like to. I would love to see them. I think everyone would love to see what each one of us is thinking about hope and love right now. Off you go. this point, bring it to wrapping it up a little bit, knowing it can always be continued. And please do share them. I would love to read them. The collective heart and mind just produces so much beauty. So at this point in time, we're coming to the end of our time together, and I would love to thank you very much for being here. Whether, I know it's all virtual, but whether you're here with me in this moment as we premiere this or at some later date. But thank you. And I want to thank very much. I know when I'm inspired in the middle of something, sometimes I grab snippets of music and writing that I know, and so I want to make sure that I'm thanking everyone, Stephen Charleston, Stephen Garness Holmes, Melanie DeMore. I think that's everyone. I think all the other music was mine, original music. And knowing that in this time, a lot of people are finding financial challenges as well as all the other challenges. And so I really, it's important to me to be able to make these events that I do, these virtual events, free of charge. And also I would love you to know that music and spiritual work are my work, love made visible. And so if you would love to support this work and support me in this work by contributing, and these contributions, they go to very real things like food and heat and shelter, security for my family. So thank you very much. You can go to my website, adkharper.com, and there's a place there that if you would like to give a gift, a financial gift, you can do so. And if you don't want to do it online that way, just drop me an email and I can give you a physical address or another way to do that. And know that any gift is most appreciated. Thank you. Thank you. It has been a joy to be with you in this time, and I look forward to future gatherings. And to close out this time of gathering, some beautiful words from Maya Angelou, just an excerpt from her poem, Still I Rise. Just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of tides, just like hopes springing high, still I'll rise. My life goes on in endless song, above earth's lamentations I hear the real, though far off hymn that hails a new creation. Oh, through all the tumult, through all the strife, I hear its music ringing. Oh, yes, it sounds an echo, echo, echo in my soul. How can I keep, how can I keep, how can I keep from singing? Let's keep singing, keep singing, never stop singing. Blessings of hope and love upon you. Blessings.